Located in Akron, Ohio, the Stan Hywet estate covers 70 acres. It is one of the many estates built with the fortunes made during the Gilded Age of America. This property was owned by F.A. Sieberling. He was co-founder of the Goodyear Tire Company. The Second Industrial Revolution led to a massive increase in personal wealth. This video will focus first on the growth of Goodyear Tire, and it will then explore Sieberling's home in Akron, Ohio. Sieberling's path to riches was made possible due to a process that was developed before he was born. That process was developed by Charles Goodyear. Born in 1800, he was a self-taught chemist. He was the first to discover the process to make rubber stronger and more elastic. That process was vulcanization. His factory in Connecticut produced various rubber products such as boots and shoes, raincoats, and rubber tires. Goodyear would die in 1860, 1 year after F.A. Sieberling was born. Founded in 1898, Goodyear was named in honor of Charles Goodyear. His factory was in Akron, Ohio. What started with bicycle and carriage tires grew rapidly when the Model T was introduced. In 1914, every car at the Indianapolis 500 had Goodyear tires. His company would become the largest tire plant in the world. Sieberling was as innovative with his promotions as he was with his products. The most well-known is the iconic Goodyear blimp. Sieberling's expertise with blimps was Goodyear's contribution to help America win the First World War. He built hundreds which were used to observe enemy movements from a distance. When the United States entered the Second World War, Sieberling joined with other wealthy manufacturers to supply the war effort. The Navy used Goodyear blimps in anti-submarine warfare as spotters to protect convoys. Thousands of rubber rafts saved countless lives. Sieberling would modify the assembly line at the Goodyear factory to build over 12,000 Corsairs. It was the most successful carrier-based aircraft of the war. F.A. Sieberling died in 1955. He had 7 children and 21 grandchildren. His home was always open to family and friends. Today, his estate welcomes visitors from around the world. Before we go inside, we'll start our visit with the many themed gardens. This is the English walled garden. Next is the formal estate garden. Just below the formal garden is the Japanese garden. The term Stan Hywet is not the name of a person. It is an Old English term meaning stone quarry. This lagoon is part of an old stone quarry. It is now a prominent feature of the estate. Looking up from the floor of the quarry, we see the tea house. It features 2 pavilions and an overlook. The gardens feature many quiet and peaceful walkways. This one features birch trees. This pergola leads to the conservatory. It is composed of 4,300 panes of glass. The last garden is the Great Garden. The flowers of this garden were used to grace the Manor House year-round. The architectural style of the building is Tudor Revival. It is characterized by steeply pitched roofs, prominent chimneys, narrow windows with multiple panes, patterned stonework, and gables. The property offers 2 interior tours, a guided behind-the-scenes tour and a self-guided house tour. The guided tour starts in the basement laundry room and features what was a state-of-the-art washing machine. One of the sons had a fully equipped professional darkroom. This is the basketball court and gym. It featured changing rooms, a sauna, and a new invention, a sun booth. A full-size pool was a necessity, as was a well-stocked wine cellar. Moving upstairs, we arrive at the servants' quarters. By any measure, they were very comfortable. The finest room belonged to the head housekeeper. This is the nursery. With so many grand and great-grandchildren, it was always busy. The infirmary had lots of sunlight to aid recovery. The elevator was as elegant as the rest of the house. The first room on the self-guided house tour is the sunroom. Across the hall is the enclosed porch. It features a Gothic stone mosaic. The library is one of the more than 65 rooms. Constructed in 1912, the estate covers 64,000 square feet. During formal banquets, the kitchen was a very busy room. After the food was prepared, the butler's pantry would add the finishing touches. Across the hall was the breakfast room. The billiards room was a popular place for men to pass the time and socialize. The study was used for paperwork and business transactions. Just outside the billiards room is the grand staircase. The window is leaded stained glass. This hall leads to the many guest rooms. They were as elegant as any first-class hotel suites. The home has 18 bedrooms and a few specialty rooms. Down another hallway are the family bedrooms. Returning to the main floor, we arrive at the three largest rooms. The first is the formal dining room. "95% of the furnishings in the home belonged to the Sieberlings. Just down the main hall, we pass the reception room. At the far end of the main hall, we will find the music room. The Sieberlings would often host concerts for the citizens of Akron. It is the most public room and is decorated accordingly. The stage hosted many famous performers. Our last stop will be the Grand Hall. The home has 23 fireplaces and 12 chimneys. These tapestries are priceless. At the time of construction, Stan Hywet was the largest private home in Ohio.